The Rocky Mountain State is best known for its breathtaking scenery, outdoor life that's second to none, and of course, the Denver Broncos. Just over 600,000 people call the Mile High City home, and they love their football. From the professional ranks down to the high school level, football is by far the most popular game in town. Pound for pound, Denver South senior tailback Phillip Lindsay might just be the best football player in the state. That comes as no surprise to area football fans, as the Lindsay family is widely acknowledged as the first family of football in Colorado. Phillip's cousins Gabe and Tony starred at Oklahoma State. His father Troy at Colorado State, and his uncle Tony Sr. was a standout at Utah. Earlier this year, Phillip became the latest family member to earn a Division I scholarship when he verbally committed to play at Colorado. A quick survey of the Lindsay family reveals that there's one thing that coaches notice immediately about his on-field demeanor.
He's mean. Phillip is mean. He's a nice kid off the field and all that, but on the field, Phillip is mean. And that's how he plays. I think someone just mentioned the other day, he plays with a chip on his shoulder.
Oh, he's mean. He is mean. And I'm not talking about just mean in general. I'm talking about the minute he steps on the field and he knows it's time to compete. He's very fierce, very competitive, and he's willing to do anything he needs to get the job done.
He hasn't changed not a bit. I mean, he's always been real aggressive and always been kind of like a wild man on the field as a youngin' on up. I mean, I think more now, he's obviously more experienced with it being older, and he's just like I said, he's like a wild animal on the field. I mean, he's all over the place.
Head coach Tony Lindsay Sr. has been coaching high school football for the past 20 years. During that time, he's learned that developing a mean streak on the football field is a common denominator in those who hope to play at the next level.
He's mean, and to me, you have to be like that if you're going to survive in college and maybe go on. I think that's what of these 20 years of coaching, that's what I figured out. If you don't go in there with attitude, you're not going to make it. There's a lot of kids that come out and they're really good athletes, and you would think they would, but I bet you that's what it was. It's like just you have to want to play, and you just have to be mean.
Because I don't go down easily. You know, I have a frame. You know, everybody thinks that you have to be a certain size to be a running back, but that's not true. You just have to have the heart. And my eyes really helped me out on the field.
From the day he stepped on campus, Phillip has been recognized as the best player on the field. However, being named the starter in the season opener of his freshman season didn't sit too well with the upperclassmen. But the decision quickly proved to be the right one, as he ran for 174 yards and 2 touchdowns. That performance quickly quieted those who thought that playing for his uncle gave him preferential treatment.
There was a couple ones that at the beginning didn't like it. They disagreed with it. But I showed it on the football field. I showed it at practice every day, and I got their respect by calling them out. You know, to tell them that I'm not scared and that I ain't going back down to nobody. And my first game, I actually went out there and I got a lot of people's respect.
And people think he's there just because of this, and you know you have to deal with that all the time. But the way those guys are, you don't have to, because he shows it. He shows why he's where he's at. And he could go and play anywhere, and I always knew that when he came in as a freshman.
Being surrounded by a family with so much college experience has been a great resource for Phillip. While the elder Lindsays had to learn by trial and error, Phillip has taken full advantage of the wealth of resources that surround him.
He's always asked questions about it, about just even high school. What should he do in certain situations, and not just on the football field, but in school and socially, and so it's really helped out to learn from our experiences so it can take him further.
The one thing that our kids have that me and Tony didn't have is us. You know, we coming up, like I said, we had to go through the trials and tribulations and different things to, you know, see how football was. Well, they have us, so they didn't have to worry about going through all that, because we knew what to take them through and how to make them work.
Unfortunately, a knee injury ended Phillip's senior season prematurely, but now he's working his way back, and his family is there once again to help him, especially his dad, who's always been there to talk about life beyond football.
I always like going bike riding with my pops. That's our free time, and I'm able to tell my pops anything. We're able to talk about anything. We never talk about football a lot when we're biking. We're talking about just life.
I work with his mind, okay, and I'm the one that we go, and like he said, we do a lot of bike riding, and we just talk about all kinds of different things, and really because I want to see where his mind is. You know, I want to make sure that he's, you know, level-headed and that, you know, we're not pushing too much.
You'd expect Phillip to push himself to get back to 100% so he can bring his mean streak to the college level.